Ruski's Crypto Cave here, and we got a new piece of hardware in to review. Thank you to bitcoinmerch.com for sending this to me. It's actually my first sponsorship, so thank you very much. Appreciate it. I actually like these little devices and stuff, and as you see my videos before, like on the Avalon Nano 3, little lottery reminders. Hey, can't win if you're not playing the game, right? So this video, they sent me a BitX Ultra 1366. It's about 425 gigahash. I have to keep the box the other way because that will dox me. With my address and all that fun stuff. You guys don't need to know that. But in the box, you got your power cable, power supply, and then the device itself, I believe. And hang on a second, let me stop recording and get this out here. Alright, so we got the device out of the anti-static bag. They also sent, this is the little LED screen, I believe, that shows you what's going on. Then a little sticker pack, a little actually Bitcoin coin inside there as well. We all know stickers add to hash rate. And a little USB fan. So now basically I didn't get my phone. I'm going to have to plug it in, so I'm going to have to do this recording somewhere else, but open up my phone, scan the QR code that's on a little business card, and it takes you to a setup guide and your email address for 3% off. And I'm going to go through and set the device up. I'm just going to figure out where I'm going to put this for now. I might be just on my desktop next to my computer, so I can kind of keep an eye on it and just have it run right there. May have to see if I have a power outlet though. I think that thing is all full because it does have 4 monitors set up on it. So let me get that figured out, and we'll go back and go through the setup process. Alrighty, I was looking around where I'm going to set it up at. I need to get a different like surge protector or power strip adapter because all my outlets are full where I want to put this. So for the time being, I'm going to set it up right here on the table where the Nano 3 was, but the Nano 3 is actually boxed up to get RMA'd because the fans are goofy and we're making a whole lot of noise. So I might as well get them fixed for free while I can. But anyway, the screen comes detached. They say in the instructions that it's detached for safety during shipping, just so it doesn't get damaged. But you just place it, 4 little pins, place it there. That seems like it's about it. So that's the first step. Second step is plugging in the power. So it is plugged in. Fan is spinning. Screen is kind of upside down from where I'm located. So let me twist this puppy around. And it's connecting to my SSID. Now I need to get this and connect to SSID BitX 6231. So you can see what that says on the screen there. Might be kind of hard to see. So I'm going to pull up the Wi-Fi settings on my phone. BitX 62s. I'm connecting on my phone now. Now it is to log into my captive. I guess got logged into the AXOS. If you see here, there is the operating system on the phone that's on the device. So now I need to set up my personal Wi-Fi for my house here. So I'm going to do that off camera. I'll just put the camera back onto the device, just because nobody needs to know what my Wi-Fi stuff is. Basically, I'll go back here. Here you go to settings. Whoops. And it takes you to here. And this is where you put your Wi-Fi information in. So I'm going to type my Wi-Fi network in. And let's see if I can steady the camera. Put my password, all that fun stuff in. And I need to actually get my Bitcoin wallet address. So So I gotta actually have that ready too, so that would probably be a good idea to have that ready. Should have had that ready to go beforehand. But I'm going to go into my Tangem, because that is the wallet that I'm going to be using. I have to pick up my phone, log in, and I'm going to be using my Bitcoin address in Tangem. Hit receive, shows your address, just going to copy it. That's copied to the clipboard. And then the pool that I was going to use is going to be the Solo CK pool. That is where the Nano is at. I have to see what their stratums and stuff are. So it's just solo.ckpool.org.3333. So that should be easy enough to remember. Kind of get into different one back, connect back to the BitAxe. Go back into settings. Type in my SSID, password, all that fun stuff again. Probably should have had this a little bit better prepared, but so if you do get one of these devices and you're setting one up, just make sure you have the stratum for your pool ready and your Bitcoin address ready to go, because that way it'll make this process a little bit easier. Alright, once you have the stratum in and the port number and your address and all that stuff, stratum password, X, should be fine. Frequency, you can adjust. I'm going to leave it at the default, leave the core voltage at default, just to get her up and running and see how it works. That's everything standard. I could flip screen. I could probably flip it to, if I'm going to have, depending on how I'm going to mount it. So, but I'm going to hit save. It says you must restart the device for the changes to take effect. And dashboard. It says low voltage, blah 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 blah. And we'll just hit restart. And it's connected to my SSID. I wonder if my dumbass typed the password wrong for my own damn internet. Let me go back here. There we go. And we got her up and running. It didn't start to hash yet, but it did get connected to my network. And I got the notification on my phone because I have an ASUS router with the app and I get notifications every time. My dumbass had a capital letter in the name of the network and didn't think it was going to make that big of a deal. Apparently it does. Never realized that, but oh well. But we are up. It is going to start to hash. I'm guessing the 1/0 is accepting and rejected shares. There is no hash rate yet, though. So I need to wait a little bit and see. Fan speed is 1803 RPM. Temperature is 46 degrees Celsius. Power is 9.9 watts, which is ridiculously low. So this barely uses any power whatsoever. So it's a nice thing about this. You won't even notice this thing. Hell, you probably wouldn't even notice 10 of these things on your electric bill, or 20 of them. They use such little power. But they're about 425 gigahash or so. So we're just waiting for the hash rate to start displaying on the screen. And see if it shows up in the pool. So I'm going to pull up the CK pool on my phone. And put my address in there, see if we get some stats. Right now my 1 minute hash rate shows 0, but I have one worker. Currently at 54.1 gigahash. They're starting to cycle through some of the displays. But the voltage is 1159, the local IP, firmware version. Not displaying a hash rate there, but the pool did. So I'm going to give it a few minutes, let it register, and we'll come back once we're definitely up and hashing. Alright, here's the device up and running. Fan speed is showing 5300. 54 degrees Celsius, 10.47 watts. Millivolts, 2087. Core speed is at 1167 millivolts. I guess 165,000 bytes of data. 391 gigahash. Joules per terahash is about 2006. Still does not show an accepted share. But like I said before, the lower hash rate, accepted shares will probably come few and far between. All you need is one. That's all it takes. Just gotta be the right one. But right now it is on CK pool. That's where I had the Nano 3 at. And that, like I said, that's going to be getting sent out for RMA. But thank you to Bitcoin Merch who sent me this guy. This will be up and mining, and I'll keep periodically do updates on it as far as how it's doing. If I had any blocks. Right now it's on just BTC. I may switch it over to Bitcoin Cash, but I'm going to make sure and find a more permanent home for it instead of just here on a table in the kind of dining room, just kind of where I kind of prep stuff and get things ready. So once I have a more permanent spot, we will maybe switch it over to Bitcoin Cash or something, like I said. But again, thank you to Bitcoin Merch for sending this over. Link will be in the description below. They have a whole bunch of other cool stuff along with these, a bunch of different USB miners and everything like that, the Gecko Science. I believe they also have Nano 3s, Dogecoin miners, all kinds of stuff, so go check them out. And I'm logged in here on a computer, and then I did notice that the latest release is version 2.1.10, and mine had 2.1.3. So I am going to update the files. All you need to do is download these two, and then click Browse. And then we're going to go to Downloads. Yeah, I think Windows Defender is hiding them on me. It was actually Brave browser blocking the download, but I downloaded them, upload it. The first one, just click that, pick the file. That's it. It says working for a little bit, installing it, and then when that's done, just do that one. Same thing, it'll install it, and then once that's done, it's probably gonna reboot, and we should be good to go. Alrighty, here we are 24 hours later, and well, not quite 24 hours later. Maybe getting close to it, but it is now been up and running for, let's see, it started at about 7:20 last evening, and it is currently almost 6:20 p.m. on Thursday evening, so about 23 hours later, put it that way. And it is on via BTC. So I was having issues last night getting it to connect to CK pool. It would connect, but it wasn't like hashing or anything like that. So I put it on via BTC, and it's showing a 24-hour hash rate is, well, that's a 10-minute hash rate. It's 35.79 gigahash, 1 hour, 1 day. Yeah, 24-hour is the 26.5. So that seems awfully low. I ran into this issue with the Nano on some pools, that it was not reporting the hash rate correctly, and it was awfully low, like 10% or so of what it should be, or even less. So I'm gonna retry CK pool again, and because that's kind of what CK pool is designed for, and see if it connects. So I will give that a whirl, and we'll be right back. But it does work. It is hashing. It's just like the pool is not reporting it correctly. It seems odd. So I'm going to log into the dashboard, swap the pools run, and we'll give it a whirl again on CK pool. Alrighty, we're back up and running, and here we are in the dashboard, and it's showing 416 gigahash, 414. It was around 430 something. This does fluctuate, but it is definitely hashing, and we did get an accepted share over here on solo.ck pool. And did just refresh it. Let's see if we give her a refresh again. See if anything changes. Might not, just because there wasn't another accepted share. Yeah, it's still showing the same. It shows like kilohash there, but it does show my real-time hash rate there is 307, and then network hash rate, all that stuff, and then my odds and chances and all that good stuff. But 1 minute hash rate as it's ramping up is 307 gigahash. 5 minutes is obviously lower. Same thing with the hour, and the 20-day is going to be skewed because that probably still has some, or the 1 day, I should say, it's probably a little skewed. But and the 7-day of being terahash is just because I recently shut off the Nano 3. But as far as that goes, it is working and connected, and so we are hashing away. So I'm going to let this go on CK pool because this is actually reporting the hundreds of gigahash instead of 30 something gigahash like it was before on via BTC. So I don't know if it has something to do with the difficulty, which I'm guessing is something along those lines. Maybe the difficulty is too low, or on the shares that are submitted. Don't know, but the like I said, the hash rate is reporting here, and we'll do another follow up in a few weeks or something like that, and just see how she goes. So if you guys are interested in one of these devices, you can go to bitcoinmerch.com, and they are right here, the BitAxe Ultra 1366 plus power supply. Bitcoin miner 425 gigahash, on sale for $119.99, and it comes with pretty much everything you need. You really just pretty easy to set up with your phone. Just type your stuff in right. That makes it a little bit easier. When you type it in wrong, then you'll have some issues. But and they actually have fan upgrades and stuff. But actually, the fan that's on them is pretty quiet. You don't really hear it. When you're close to it, you can kind of hear it spinning, but it's nothing obnoxious, nothing like an ASIC or anything like that. But it does work out pretty well. So chances are low. It is a lottery play. Is it possible? Yes. Chances aren't the greatest, but like I said earlier, if you're not playing the game, you can't win. So, and for the amount of power these things use, what the hell? It's $120. I pissed away $120 on a lot more. Like I did say, full disclosure, Bitcoin Merch did send this one to me and to do a video on. So I'm going to let it run. And if I hit something, I might switch over to Bitcoin Cash or something like that. The odds are going to be better. But I just need to figure out a more permanent home. Kind of clean up the desk area, put it there so I can kind of keep an eye on it as I'm doing editing videos and things like that. And but if it hits a block, maybe I'll donate some to charity. I am a big fan of boxers. My two dogs are mostly boxers. They're boxer mixes. So maybe if I do hit a block or something like that, especially if I hit a Bitcoin block, I will donate a nice chunk to adopt a boxer. And even if I can hit a Bitcoin Cash block or something like that, I'll probably send them a donation, especially with this device. Send them a few bucks just to help out the puppies. So until the next one, we'll catch you later.